Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. If you enjoy the content and want to stay updated with the latest videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. The Norfolk Tides were back in action yesterday, and it turned into a memorable performance in several ways. Early on, it was probably a good decision for Big Sam to lay off that pitch, especially considering what followed. Bissio ended the inning in an awkward moment, tumbling to the ground while trying to track down a foul pop-up. It was one of those plays that briefly shifts the energy of the game, but fortunately, nothing serious came from it. Meanwhile, Jackson Holliday remained in the lineup again today for Norfolk. In the afternoon matchup at Memphis, he had already recorded a strikeout and drawn a walk. On his next opportunity, he powered a pitch toward foul territory, but Young tracked it and watched it drift harmlessly out of play. At that stage, Baltimore held a 4-2 lead heading into the fifth inning. The scoring began earlier with a productive second inning for Baltimore. Cowser and Tivris both reached base with singles, setting the table for the offense. Jackson followed with a sacrifice fly that pushed across a run, and Ward later delivered a double that brought another runner home. That two-run frame gave Baltimore an early advantage. The momentum continued into the third inning. Alonso worked a walk to get things started, Beaver followed with a single, and Cowser added another free pass to load the bases. Tivers then stepped up and drilled a double that cleared two runners, extending the lead and putting pressure on the opposing pitching staff. Texas, however, refused to let the game slip away quietly. They answered in the fourth inning with a series of timely hits. McCutchen reached base, Jensen followed, and Young and Durant both contributed key knocks. The last two eventually crossed the plate, trimming the deficit and making it a tighter contest. The back-and-forth nature of the game kept fans engaged as each inning seemed to carry new developments. Another run came off Nathan Aldi, adding to the offensive storyline of the day. Then came the moment that truly stood out. One swing changed the tone entirely. The ball was absolutely crushed, launched with authority toward the batter's eye in deep center field. It was the kind of contact that leaves no doubt from the instant it meets the bat. The pitch was a four-seam fastball, and the mechanics behind the swing were textbook. When a four-seamer is thrown with backspin, a skilled hitter can attack it by driving slightly downward and creating even more backspin. That's exactly what happened. The result was a towering drive that traveled an incredible distance. Estimates suggested somewhere around 430 to 440 feet, possibly even reaching about 445 feet to the base of the wall. Officially, the numbers confirmed just how impressive it was. The ball left the bat at tremendous speed and carried deep into the outfield. The sound alone told the story, and visually it was equally stunning. It was a majestic blast by the young Samuel Bissio, marking his first home run of the year and pushing the score to 5-2. The power on display was on another level entirely. Bissio had already produced two of the hardest hit balls earlier in the game, but this swing surpassed even those. It ended up being the hardest hit ball by any Orioles player this season, underscoring the strength and timing behind the hit. Not long after, Kobe Mayo stepped in and sent a sharp line drive down the line, though it drifted foul. Still, the crack of the bat drew attention, and the crowd reacted to the near extra base hit. The energy in the ballpark continued to build as Baltimore added to its tally of home runs for the season. That blast marked the fourth homer for the Orioles, reinforcing their ability to generate offense through power hitting. Overall, the game featured a mix of disciplined at-bats, clutch hitting, and standout power. Baltimore capitalized on early opportunities, Texas attempted to mount a comeback, and Bissio's towering home run served as the highlight of the afternoon. The combination of strategic hitting and explosive swings made for an exciting contest, with Baltimore maintaining control and showcasing impressive offensive depth throughout the matchup.